All right then. Hello everyone. I hope this will be okay. Um, I have made a little presentation for you, if you will. I am Hecate. I play in server 1629, and yeah, we are just starting in season one of Last War Survival, and there have been a lot of questions about this, so I thought let's dive into this and make a little video on the basics of what you need to know. First up, before we begin, a little disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or formation an expert on the subject, and if you're here for any professional advice, you took a wrong turn. Um, Everything you see in this video or hear in this video in this beautiful presentation is based on everything I learned myself, very questionable strategies, and yes, an alarming amount of coffee. If anything I say in this video leads to any irregularities, catastrophic, well, catastrophic losses, and well, if your troops decide to take a spontaneous coffee break, well, that's on you. Um, and now that we have lowered our expectations, let's get started. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, what is season one? Um, Anything like the core systems, the strongholds, the cities, about the chaos that will unfold in week 3, and a little bit about the virus. And I hope that will be enough to, well, get you guys started. So, what is season one? Well, in season one, flips the map, resets territory, and turns strategy into a daily checklist. Um, the goal of season one is to gain influence points to win the challenge against other war zones. An alliance has the influence points as long as it holds city or stronghold. And once you lose it, you also lose the influence points. These points are gained in the following way. A few points in capturing the military strongholds, many points capturing cities, and a large amount of points capturing cities in other war zones. Um, as you might have noticed already, or not yet, you all got yeeted to the other side of the map, together with your cozy little alliance in your hive. Um, and well, everything has been reset. All the cities, everything has been reset, and we'll get to the map in a bit. Um, Influence points per city level. A level 1 city is 100k, level 2, 200, 300, 400, 500, and then a level 6 is 1,000,000 points of influence, which is significant. A side note, usually, and it's the case on our server as well, the cities and the strongholds have already been divided. So make sure you check in with your alliance leader or on the Discord to see which path your alliance can take. All right, so the developers thought that a month-long season wasn't enough stress for everyone to just recapture every cities. No, they needed to fill it to the brim with all new mechanics and change the game completely. So here we go. The core systems you need to learn before the fighting starts. Um, so before your rallies and sieges, you need to unlock your core survival system, which is virus resistance. Without it, you'll barely scratch any enemy defenses. with a low virus resistance, your armies take a massive penalty, up to 96% damage, and infection stacks will tear through your troops. And some enemies, like raptors and infected, infect you no matter what. So we're going to dive into that. I will tell something about the protein, the mutant crystals, and the genetic fragments, a little bit about the world and the map, and discuss some new buildings that have been introduced and will also disappear again after season 1. So, additional resources, I'm sorry, it's late, are available now in the game, of which 2, immune protein and mutant crystal, will be managed slightly similar to the existing food, iron, and gold resources. So first you have the immune protein. This one will be used for constructing and upgrading the Virus Research Institute and the military bases. The mutant crystal is used for construction and upgrading the protein farm and the military bases. And then you have the gene fragment, which there are 6 types of. And you can recombine them to obtain more mutant crystals and rewards. And you can exchange them with your allies. The immune protein, so used for constructing and upgrading the Virus Research Institute, you can get them through the protein farm, as you can see in the little picture. First time level zombie kill rewards, completing season 1 goals for the virus resistance increase. You can see on the right hand side of the screen a picture of those goals, and using the heroes return recruitment tickets, which are slightly different than hero tickets, but they work exactly the same way. Um, and then the mutant crystals, those are used for constructing and upgrading the protein farm and the military bases. These you get through the zombies, season quest missions, which is the little thingy like on the left, bottom left of your screen. Completing the season 1 goals, same as the other. The Doomwalkers, genetic recombination. So, like I said, with the um, the gene thingies. Again, with the return tickets, and if you want to spend some money, also with the weekly pass and the season battle pass. The gene fragment, that was the word. There are 6 types, and you can recombine them to obtain mutant crystals and rewards, and you can exchange them with your allies. You can earn the gene fragments by completing raider missions. Those will give you 1, 2, and 3. The zombies also 1, 2, 3. Doom Elites 1 through 3. But the curing of your allies gives you the other 3, so 4, 5, 6. And you need to check your mail to claim these. And by attacking cities, you also gain the gene fragments. Now you have quite some new buildings, and these are the most important of them. You can see here a little picture of what they look like. You have the Virus Research Institute, the protein farm, and the military bases. Now, the Virus Research Institute is important because it allows you to enhance the virus resistance, which you need because when you are going to capture cities and strongholds, you're going to need resistance to the virus in order to effectively capture them. You will also need the immune protein that we said before to level up this research center. When you level up the building, you increase the virus resistance that you need. So upgrading this building is very important. So you need those proteins. And you can upgrade this building to level 30 regardless of your HQ level. Then the farm, as said before, you need these farms to um, to farm the proteins. Um, there are 5 available. The 5th is only available when you have the season's weekly pass, of course. And you need mutant crystals to level up the protein farms. Also, this building can also level up to level 30, regardless of your HQ level. And each time you farm reaches level 5, a new one gets available up to 4 if you're free to play, and 5 if you are a pay to win player. Um, one protein farm, oh yeah, will be immediately available. Well, you can read for yourself. I don't have to tell you everything. Then there are the military bases. These will be available in the 3rd week. And it's important to level up those other 2 buildings because to upgrade these, you need both the immune proteins and the mutant crystals. And each level will increase the hero type's HP, attack, and defense, which you need when you go start gallivanting on other war zones and try to capture those strongholds and cities there. All right, so this is now, as you might have already figured out, how the maps look like. The buildings that you see are cities, and all the tiles in between are the military strongholds. So you have cities and strongholds. On the left, you see the military stronghold. Um, so the first thing you will need to do as an alliance in capturing a level 1 stronghold. And you can capture up to 2 military strongholds per day. And there's a limit to the amount of cities that you can, strongholds that you can capture. And then there are the cities. You can also declare to war on 2 cities, as you can with the strongholds, and they cannot be together. All right, so the first 3 days, what should you focus on? Well, zombies, and zombies. Upgrading the protein farm and fueling the Virus Research Institute to up those virus resistance. Farm higher level zombies to get mutant crystals. Use those crystals to upgrade the protein farms. The farms fuels the Virus Research Institute, which then raises the virus resistance. Why it matters. The virus resistance directly affects how much damage you deal. So if your virus resistance is low, you can hit enemies but almost do nothing. You also get stashed up with infection, which melts through all your troops. So what you should do is kill as many zombies as your stamina allows in the first 3 days. Always push for the highest level that you can beat. Upgrade those protein farms. Level up the Virus Research Institute. And join alliance rallies on elites. Even if you only send 1 hero, you'll get rewards. Then, at day 3, the strongholds will unlock. You can capture up to 2 strongholds per day, separate from the city cap. To capture the next stronghold, you must own an adjacent one, same as with the cities in the starting of this server. First grab a level 1 stronghold to create your own territory, and then there is an ownership cap. So it starts with 3 strongholds, and it increases by 1 per level 1 to level 5 city, and 2 per level 6 city your alliance owns. Protection after the capture, a stronghold is protection for 36 hours. You can abandon a stronghold and it takes 1 hour. One mechanical note, the first capture is guarded by corrupted and infected, which will always infect you. Make sure to up those virus resistance and rallies. Then on week 1, day 4, the cities will unlock. You do need adjacent territories via your strongholds. War declaration lasts for an hour. You can capture up to 2 city declarations per day, but not at the same time. Only one can be active at the time. City ownership. Up to 4 cities in your own war zone and up to 4 total across other war zones. So max 8 in total. The city is protected for 7 days when it's captured, and if you abandon a city, you cannot recapture it for 5 days. But others can. And then you get, as previously stated, influence points. And eventually that will determine how much loot and goodies and rewards you and your alliance will get at the end of the season. Week 3, day 2, as if the whole thing wasn't complicated enough, we're going on expeditions to other war zones. Usually there has been some politicking around already, and some allies have been made cross-server. So make sure you are up to date with where you can attack and where you can't attack. So you have these outposts that then the R4, R5 can place them. Max 4 total and 1 per war zone. So you can place 4 of these outposts, and you need them because you can teleport to these outposts and then start capturing the adjacent strongholds there. It's very important to locate your outposts in such a way of where you want to start taking territory in other servers or war zones, as they would like to call them. They are protected while building, but once they are built, they can be attacked with single attacks only, no rallies. They can be enforced, but they also can be destroyed and rebuilt. And as we said, you need them if you want to take territories on other servers. The max of strongholds that you can get on other server is still 2 times a day total across all war zones. So either on your own war zone or on other war zones. So it's a lot of planning involved. And the city declarations also count across all war zones. So then the funny little virus. Engaging with zombies exposes you to getting infected. You can build up virus resistance with the Virus Research Institute, but if it's not yet at a certain level, you end up getting infected among your troops. Returning troops can adversely affect the base with negative effects. When your troops get infected and they return to your base, you start stacking up the infection, as you can see in the left picture. It goes from 0 to 100. And you see these little icons when you are on the map to show that if you are infected and if you are not infected. And if you see the purple above a certain zombie, then you will get infected no matter what. All right, so each time you get infected, the infection stack increases, which all have negative effects. Um, it stacks if you attack a zombie that has a virus level higher than your virus resistance, and the game will warn you about this. You attack a corruptor or an infected zombie, regardless of your virus resistance. You attack a world boss, the code bosses. You get attacked by enemy troops that carry the virus. And the only time you will not get effective is A, if your virus resistance is high enough, and B, when you reinforce a base of an ally. How to get rid of the pesty virus? Well, you need to help treat your allies. So you will probably have noticed by now. If not, here it is. You see this little green injection, the syringe. And if you press it, you help cure your ally member. This will use your protein, but for each healing you do, you receive a reward as a gene fragment, which you then can recombine to get crystals and rewards again. So cure, help your allies. This was it. You are rid of me. I hope this brought some light as to the season, and it's all a lot, and there is still so much more to this season, way too much to all capture in a short video that people will actually watch. So here it is. If you want to get more information, I'm sorry, my little gremlins, you will have to do so yourself. I wish you all a happy season. Enjoy the game, and I will see you on the battlefield.